Hi, this is Rick Morgan.
And this is Nolan Morgan.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but we had to dub over this intro because our sound didn't record. Although we did want to show the book front and back, so we did. Here it is. We used immacuclean and blue light, and we'll show the before and after at the end of the video.
Thanks, Nolan. Appreciate it. Hello, this is Rick. Hopefully my voice is recording this time. I'm trusting that it is. So my videographer was absent a lot of this video. He was outside playing quite a bit with his friends and didn't want to participate. So a lot of video is done by yours truly, and it's not great. So I am going to skip a lot of that part and just show you what I did for those who don't want to watch all that part in detail. I watched this book in immacuclean it took like 3 times, impressed between each time. And then after washing immacuclean, I put it in a blue light box, which is a new type. I have it open flat, and I'm making a box of my own, which is not going to be in this sort of 10-gallon container you see here. It's going to be a smaller, lower one. You'll see, it'll be a good design, but it'll have 2 lights on the top. The book will be spread out. And I made a mask to cover the Incredible Hulk, a trial mask. I'll do more. I do this book so often that I'm sure that I'll need it a lot of times. And the reason I did it was because someone had told me that the orange in this book under blue light can fade. It's not really obvious if you don't like do color matching and watch it, but in this particular case, this person showed me that the corner of their book had sort of curled up under the heat of the light, and you could see the shadow where it was brighter orange under there, where that had curled and left a mark that you could really tell. And so I believed him. I'm like, well, that's not great. So I made a mask and covered it before I exposed it to light. But here, let me show you the front cover before and after. And I apologize, I have lost the photos of it out of its CGC case, but here's the inside the CGC case and the front cover. And then I'll show you the back cover, the total before and after, which is just initial and final. And then here's the 3 steps. I'm going to show you before, we got after immacuclean and after the light. And also I want to say that if you got this far, please remember to try to subscribe to these videos if you like them. Please do that. I'm remiss in asking people to do that, but I wish that you would. I'm trying to get to the 5,000 mark. I don't know what I get for 5,000. Maybe one of you do, but just feels better thinking I have this number. So, but anyway, here's more detail about how I did it if you're a detail-oriented person. But I think, it looks better, and it's great. So enjoy, and I'll see you around. Take care. Bye-bye. So here I am going to just do some immacuclean on the front cover as well. Just wiping this off here. I'm just going to do it kind of lightly this first time. And I have it with a chamfer pressing board inside, which I'll show you in just a moment here. There's a little bit of excess off here. So I have a chamfered pressing board here. So this has the chamfer tucked in there, and a piece of silicone paper there to keep this from sticking to the board and ruining it prematurely. And then I'll put another one under the back that we already wiped with the immacuclean. And then in a moment here, once this is preheated, we've got this bottom aluminum sheet here is preheating, and I have a piece of Teflon on top of it. I will preheat this to 165, and then we'll press the book. All right, so in my sandwich here I have aluminum pressing board, Teflon paper, there's a silicone sheet, there's the back cover, another silicone sheet, chamfer board, the book, then there's a chamfer board here, silicone sheet, this guy here, the front cover. I'm going to put another silicone sheet, a top silicone, so down, of course, no brainer there. But then I'm also going to put a backing board on top. That's just so I don't have any imperfections in the aluminum that go through. Then I'm going to put another preheated aluminum thick. This is 90 thousandths thick aluminum board on top, and then we'll press it. I'll show you in just a second here. All right, so I've got this guy here, and I'm going to press this to 55 pounds of pressure. which I have measured before. I know where that is. And then I just let this sit for 600 seconds. And then after it sits for 600 seconds, I'll let it cool to ambient temperature, and then I'm going to cold press it for 3 days under one of my thicker cold press boards with some weight on it. So I'm going to take this guy here and I'll cold press it under that, which I'll show you later. And that's it. So here are some developments. I'm working on a place to put a book here halfway down this commonly available 10-gallon Craftsman container. Looks like this has a red lid on it. And the idea is that customers would source their own bin like this, which could also be used for washing, for ozone treatment, lots of things. And then we have this mirror on the top of it that should be able to turn the lights on. Now, I don't have the mirror fully realized yet, so I'm just using the same model for cutting it that I want to cut this middle section on. So the idea is you take this thing and you would set it on here, and then you would take your book. Then I'm going to put a couple of these boards here just in case we want to keep things nice and clean and flat. We put our book here. Now this book's been cleaned already. If you watch the whole video with the immacuclean here and been pressed, sort of lightly once, so it should look a little bit better. But then we're going to take our first incarnation of our mask. This is I've cut this out here so we can focus on just the white parts. Why do that? Well, I've heard from others that the light can lighten the orange color on this book in particular. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard about it. So I'll get this lined up and show you what it looks like in a moment. So it probably needs a little better lining up, but mostly you can see is white, so we're not really exposing much or any of the orange surface. I'm going to put this little weight here just to keep that from moving around. There's a little triangle here on the back that I'm going to cover up as well in just a moment here. Okay, so now we have our masks in place. There's one here and here, and then we're going to take our light. Now this isn't going to be the final light, but this is just going to sit here like this for now, a little off axis on this guy here. And I will make these available. You can buy these. And there's a light on and another light on, and there we go. That's should be seeing the magic happen. Now look how orange that, well, you don't know if it looks different in your cameras here, but you can see how orange that part looks. And we will see how this goes. We'll come back a little while. This is time equals 0. Okay, it is 5 hours later. We're gonna take a look at what's going on in here, and we're gonna take this off and turn the other one off here, and we are going to lift this up, see what we see. Here's a picture of the array there. You can see the lights are coming through and it's mirrored. And then we're going to look at the book. This is curled up in the heat. This has sun on there, and that's how white the letters look. I cannot tell if that's any different, but I will do some before and after photos, obviously. I think it looks different. And we'll press it again and then check it out. Now, I should mention that some viewers have suggested to me that it's too arduous of a task for them to scrub back to the beginning of the video after watching the end, so they want me to put the before and after to the beginning and the end to save them the effort. So on top of the, a couple dozen hours I put into cleaning the book and making this video, I'll take the extra step to relieve them of that effort of swiping their thumb a couple inches over. So I don't want to have them overworking themselves and having to check their pulse for extra work. So I want to put this at the end. I'm just being facetious. I don't really care. I'll put it at the end. I just thought it was a hilarious ask, and I'm happy to comply. So here they go at the beginning and the end. You can see the before and after pictures in both places. So anyway, hope you enjoy. Hope you like the video. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.